Down the block.
Peter Allen, international songster, entertainer, writer.
I've done very weird things on the stage, but this is the wildest I've ever seen this play.
We're glad you're here.
Is this for the block?
This is for the block. Oh, Peter, you must watch the Hollywood
I watch this every night. Trust me. 7:30, I'm glued.
Let's see. Here's the question. New York City has the world's most famous subway system, and the most famous of them all is the A train. Now,
Take the A train.
yeah. If you hopped on the A train at, let's say, Times Square, and, well, let's say you took it uptown to 125th Street in Harlem, near the famous Apollo Theater, and the train left at 3 p.m., would you arrive at 3:15, 3:25, or 3:45?
A train's an express, so it's got to be pretty quick.
Would you think, I guess, 15 minutes, 25, or 45? I guess that's
15, I think, 15.
He's saying 15.
Depending how they're running. I disagree.
Let's go back to the tape and watch that train go. You disagree?
I disagree.
All right, watch. Wouldn't it be great if every trip on a subway...
I mean, it could take any time.
No, Tim. He's exactly right. It takes 15 minutes. Did you say 15?
That's how I get home every
Put a
night.
circle there, though. You'd have to earn that yourself. Virginia, over to you. Which way do you want to go?
Peter Allen to
Peter
win.
Allen for the win.
For the win.
Peter, you're on a roll.
Got me. I'm hot now.
Peter, why do grasshoppers sing?
Really for the same reason that I sing.
Why?
To attract a mate.
To attract a mate. This is for the win.
They have
Virginia,
better
what
luck
do you
than
think?
me.
I agree.
$500. Okay, Peter Allen to win, please. Peter Allen for the win. Hi, Tim. You're still wearing that jacket.
I saved a lot, though. Wait.
Peter, which of the following was an actual Tarzan novel? I'm sure you're really into Tarzan.
Oh, yeah.
Being such a macho guy. Peter, was one called Tarzan the Irritable? Or Tarzan the Invincible? Or Tarzan the Irresistible?
The only one that sounds like a real one is the Invincible. Tarzan the Invincible.
The Invincible is for the win. Tim, what do you think?
I would agree.
$500. We have a What do you think?
Peter Allen.
Peter Allen, international songwriter, singer, entertainer, composer. Peter, one of your most popular songs is You Haven't Heard the Last of Me. What famous entertainer is associated with the words, You Ain't Heard Nothing Yet?
You ain't heard Marcel Marceau. Let me think. You know what?
I gotta go get up.
You ain't... I stole that. I stole that from my last Radio City Music Hall, and I stole it from Al Jolson.
This will be for the block B. What do you think? He says Al Jolson said You Ain't Heard Nothing Yet.
I agree.
That's
Yeah.
it. Circle gets
I
the
know.
square. Daniel, take a square.
I'm going to go for Jim J.
Over to you, Daniel. Take a square.
I'm going to go with Peter Allen, please.
Peter Allen, international songman, music man. Peter, in folklore.
John, the horn went off.
Yes, it did. The horn went off. This will be our last question. We'll add up the scores. In folklore, there was a special name for a fairy that stood 18 inches tall. What was it?
A fairy, a leprechaun.
A leprechaun. Daniel, what do you think?
I'm going to disagree with you, Peter.
A goblin. X gets the square. That means it's time to add up our scores, and I see that Daniel has...
Radio City Music Hall. From somewhere between the moon and New York City, ladies and gentlemen, Peter Allen.
Between the moon and New York City. I know it's crazy, but it's true.
Oh, sing it, Peter!
That when you get caught between the moon and New York City,
What?
the best that you can do is fall in love.
From Square Central,
Peter Allen for the win.
Peter Allen, the man who wrote the theme from Arthur. Hi, Peter.
Hi, John. I'm so glad you picked me. I mean, I feel so stupid sitting up here on this moon for the whole thing.
Here's the question, Peter. In your hit song, you sing about being caught between the moon and New York City, right?
Uh-huh.
If you actually got caught halfway between the moon and New York City, Would you be more or less than 100,000 miles away?
100,000 miles. I gotta take a guess. I think it's more.
Such a great question. This is for the win,
Yeah.
Philip. He says you'd be more than 100,000 miles away. What do you think?
I'll agree with that.
$500. That's exactly right.
I'll have to go with Peter Allen to win.
Yes, that's the way to play the game. Hi, Peter. Peter, according to the story of Peter Pan, remember Peter Pan?
Man, I know him very well.
You need 4 things to fly. You flew in on the moon.
I'd never stop.
Okay. 4 things. Pixie dust,
Pixie dust.
faith, and trust are 3 of them. What is the 4th thing you need to fly?
Why am I getting all the pixie jokes today?
I don't know,
Yes.
Peter. I just read them.
I guess love.
Love,
It's that
Holly.
kind of story. It's that kind of story,
Oh,
Holly.
love.
I'll agree.
No. Happy thoughts. X gets a square. Philip Zuardi, pick a square.
Yes.
Pick a square.
Peter Allen, please.
International entertainer Peter Allen is here all week. Peter, you're appearing this week in Westbury.
Yep, all week.
Out in Long Island.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Very close.
Peter, this is kind of a visual question for you.
A visual.
The curtain here in Radio City Music Hall, I'll hold this right away, has been raised for you. So how many times have you played Radio City?
4 times.
Good. That's not your question. This is 1 square yard of fabric, right? That's also not your question. Within 1,000.
Get to it, John.
How many of these make up the huge curtain that you see there? How many of these make up the curtain? How many square yards?
Within 1,000.
Within 1,000.
This is city block long. It's very. Actually,
really?
the curtain fell on me once. It's heavy. I can tell you how much it weighs.
That's the only way to
But-
get you off stage.
Let me
many?
guess 3,000 yards.
Within 1,000, he
That's
says
big.
3,000. This is for the block, Jeff.
Yeah, I don't know, John. I'll agree.
Well, you're close enough. It's 4,000. X gets the square, right? That's close enough. Very nice. Pick a square.
Peter Allen for the block.
Good for you. True or false? After birth, a baby kangaroo doesn't let go of its mother's nipple for several months.
Oh, ow!
I've been waiting for an Australian question.
This is an Australian? Oh, kangaroo, sure.
John, you must think of me as the other side of Crocodile Dundee. Come on. A mother
does that mean,
you know,
the
there
other
might be something in that because female kangaroos jump a lot higher than males. This could be the reason. I'm going to say it's true. I'm going to say it's true.
This is for the block, David. What do you think? He says it's true.
I'll agree.
That's it. X gets the square. True.